Our primary purpose is to entertain, and while our goal is to have a positive impact, the first duty is to entertain. Recently, AMC's decision to pull the live-action Snow White adaptation from theaters sent shockwaves through the industry. What once promised a triumphant run backed by Disney's iconic legacy and star power soon became a cautionary tale. Sales plummeted so drastically that showing the film was no longer financially viable. Behind the scenes, rumors of a full meltdown had been circulating for years, fueled by a behind-the-scenes piece revealing a prolonged crisis. With empty theaters and a cascade of negative publicity, even longtime Disney loyalists began questioning whether an updated classic, reworked with a modern twist, could ever live up to the original's magic. The controversy deepened when an infamous meltdown unfolded on live television, turning what was meant to be a controlled promotional push into a headline-grabbing spectacle. Rachel Ziegler, originally heralded as the fresh face to bridge old-school magic with a modern spin, ended up in a situation that quickly spiraled out of control. Instead of reciting sanitized corporate lines, she delivered her own unfiltered perspective, declaring that the old version of Snow White was outdated and that audiences needed to embrace change. Her candid remarks, which diverged sharply from Disney's preferred messaging, ignited fierce backlash on social media. Producers and cast members scrambled to steer the conversation, but once the meltdown was broadcast, it became impossible to regain control over the narrative. Disney attempted to manage the fallout by clamping down on Ziegler's public statements, orchestrating a tightly controlled press circuit, and steering her toward bland, corporate-approved talking points. However, her refusal to compromise her own views only amplified the controversy. As audiences watched the chaos unfold on live TV, the adaptation's identity was further questioned not only for its radical departure from the beloved original, but also for a promotional campaign that felt haphazard and disconnected. Critics and fans alike decried the film as both a betrayal of the classic tale and as evidence of a broader cultural misstep, where nostalgia was sacrificed on the altar of modern political messaging. The result was a perfect storm of negative press that rendered the film unwatchable in the eyes of many. The fallout wasn't limited to online chatter. AMC, stalwart in theatrical distribution, made the unprecedented decision to cut the film's run short, with ticket sales dropping to near zero levels and empty auditoriums replacing what were once expected blockbusters. Theater managers had no choice but to pull the film. This decision sent a clear message: even a powerhouse like Disney cannot rely solely on its legendary status and marketing might when negative buzz overwhelms a project. Industry insiders noted that while some smaller chains had quietly dropped the film earlier, AMC's public announcement confirmed that the damage was beyond repair, an economic reality compounded by the relentless fury of social media. As the controversy escalated, the film became a lightning rod for broader critiques of Disney's approach to live-action remakes. Longtime fans, who once enthusiastically embraced reimaginings of classic stories, began rejecting the adaptation for straying too far from the original's emotional core. The backlash was swift and bitter. Tweets, memes, and heated online debates emerged, with many criticizing the fusion of modern political messaging with a tale that was beloved for its simplicity and timeless charm. Commentators argued that the film's disjointed narrative, abrupt scene transitions, and forced thematic elements destroyed the magic of the original Snow White, with AMC's decision and the high-profile meltdown still fresh in the public consciousness. The incident has become a case study in how a major studio's miscalculation can lead to a cultural and economic collapse. This entire ordeal serves as a stark reminder that no matter how much star power or legacy a project might boast, authenticity and a respect for the original material are paramount. The Snow White fiasco underscores the importance of striking the right balance between modern reinterpretation and preserving the essence that made the classic beloved. The meltdown on live television wasn't just a PR nightmare, it was a symptom of deeper issues in how studios communicate with their audiences in an era where every misstep is magnified. As studios look to the future, they may need to rethink their creative strategies, learn from these mistakes, and develop approaches that both honor tradition and embrace change without alienating loyal fans. The fallout from this debacle will likely shape the next wave of remakes, reminding everyone that a beloved fairy tale can only thrive when its heart remains intact.